Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Lee again. Today we are going to be working on this lesson, Geometry Lesson 2.2, Congruent Parts, Part 2. Lots of twos here. Before we get started on the lesson and you log into your Imagine Learning classroom, please grab a couple of items that will help make the lesson easier to understand, hopefully. Blank paper, or if you have it, tracing paper. Something that maybe you can see through to be able to see shapes. A pencil or a pen, or even a ruler if you happen to have a ruler handy. We need something where we can measure side lengths, and we need something, you can't just eyeball it, you need to be able to actually measure it. So just something that you can use for those purposes. If you need to go grab them, please pause the video and go grab them. If you have questions, I will do my very, very best to answer them. You can email me or send me a Google Chat message. I am teaching during Block 5 and Block 6. I have classes then. But if you message me, I will do my very, very best to get back to you as quickly as possible. So there's my information once again, brandy.lee, and you can type that in for Google Chat message. Before we get going on the lesson, let's refresh our memories on two vocabulary words that are going to be very, very, very important in our lesson. The first one is congruent. Congruent. Congruent means exactly equal in shape and size. Exactly equal in shape and size. So same, same, same. Same side lengths, same angles, same shape, same size, all of that. Exactly equal in shape and size. Corresponding is sides, angles, rays, points, etc. that appear in identical places in two congruent or similar shapes. So I call corresponding the real estate word because it's all about location, location, location. If it's the side, if you're trying to decide if sides are congruent, we need to look in corresponding areas. And that means they're in the same location on both shapes. So if you don't remember what these words mean, if you haven't had them written down yet, perhaps pause the video and do that. All right, moving on to our lesson. If you have not already done so, then go ahead and click on the Login with Clever, log in with Active Directory. That will take you to the Clever portal page, something that kind of looks like this. Look for that ILC icon. It's dark blue with white letters, and click there. You should have the lesson posted in your class. So you might have to click on the classes button to get straight to your assignment. Okay. All right. What are we doing today? Let's name figures in ways that help us see the corresponding parts. So we're going to be using corresponding parts, location, 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 and corresponding figures. I do have the annotate tool, which I am planning on using. I know you all don't have that. It's a pain, and that's why I asked you to get paper, pencil, tracing paper, all of that stuff. Because when I tried to use the tools are really handy, except you can only use the tools in the window that they provide. So I can't move figures from our lesson in ILC over to the tools geometry piece, and I can't use, for instance, a ruler from the geometry piece. I can't pull it over and use it in ILC. Really handy, right? Whatever, we do what we got to do. Our first piece is which are congruent. Okay, so each pair of figures is congruent. Decide whether each congruent statement is true or false. So here is our congruent statement. This little symbol right there, that is the symbol for triangle, in case you didn't know. And then this symbol between these two statements here, the equal sign with the wiggly line on top of it, that is the symbol for congruent. So this is saying triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED. Okay? So we have to go in the order here. A, B, C. So we're following A to B to C, back up to A, and then triangle FED, F to E to D, back up to F. Okay, so is triangle ABC congruent to triangle FED? What do you think? True or false? I'll give you just a moment. If you need more time, pause the video. Moving down here to our next one. Ooh, these are fun. They kind of look like the Star Trek symbols. No, I'm not a Trekkie. I just happen to know that. So we have, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4-sided, so they are quadrilaterals. Any 4-sided figure is a quadrilateral. It doesn't matter how weird it looks. So PZJM is congruent to LYXB. So from P to Z, so up here, to J down here, to M up here, and then we connect again back at P, is congruent to LYXB. So if we have to follow the points given in the order that they are given, L to X to Y, nope, L to Y, X to B, Is this a true statement? True or false? Sorry, that's my dog. She says hello. Our next one, triangles again. So we've got triangle JKL is congruent to triangle QRS. So J to K to L, back up to J, Q to R to S, back up to Q. So are those two congruent? So are the same letters matching up in the same spot, same location? False. And then back down here, we've got pentagons. Pentagons are 5-sided shapes. So ABCDE is congruent to PQRST. Okay, so A to B to C to D to E, back up to A. P to Q to R to S to T, back over to P. Are they congruent? True or false? If you need some additional time, please pause the video. Give yourself the time to think about these. All right, and the answers are true for this first one. True for the first one. False for the second one. Hopefully you could see why that was false. We'll come back to that in just a sec. The third one is also false. And the last one is true. The last one is true. So if you're going, okay, remember we have to follow what the information that we're given. Okay, so it starts off with point P. Okay, so where on the second shape would we need to start off in order for us to even be thinking about if they're congruent? Okay, where is it in the same spot? Well, that would be point B right here. Point P and point B are in the same location. They're corresponding points. And the other thing is, if we're going L to Y, well, there's no connection there. That's not even a segment that connects together. So that's another giveaway of why it's false. It doesn't match up. Okay. And on this third one, the triangles again, if we're talking J to K to L, so starting here at J and then going down that longest side, kind of maybe perhaps a hypotenuse, but we don't know if this is a 90-degree triangle. So we're starting off at J, okay, and if we're and J is opposite L, which is that short side, but this one wants us to start at Q. Q is not in the same space as J, so this is not congruent.